Hi, this is a tutorial on how to import GPS files onto your PC, do some basic editing, and then export in a format necessary for OpenStreetMap. I'm going to assume you have Garmin's MapSource program installed and know how to hook up your GPS unit using most likely a USB cable. If not, see your manual. MapSource should have come with your Garmin GPS unit. Pretty decent little program. There's some free programs out there that work with Garmin and other units, but MapSource has some basic editing tools that some of those other free ones don't. The first thing you're going to do is have the software look for the GPS unit, most likely on a USB port. You'll pick the unit, hopefully from the drop down, and then you tell it what to import. In this case, tracks, mountain bike trail, and hopefully it will find that and import it. In this case, the tracks that are being imported, there's a saved track that was saved on the GPS unit and a couple of active logs. We're not interested in the saved track because it doesn't have the timestamps. Those get dropped in a lot of GPS units. The active logs do have timestamp information, and if you open those in Notepad you can see that. The reason OpenStreetMap wants that time information is they don't want you converting proprietary street files, etc. into GPS files and then uploading those. The next thing we're going to do is have a look at those files on the map. If you right click and choose show the selected tracks on the map, they show up, and if you toggle back and forth between them, they will highlight with a black outline. That's with the most current version of MapSource. I'm going to zoom in and have a look at where one track ends and the other one starts. Frequently there'll be a gap there that we might need to fix. There isn't, so I'm going to make one. There's a button to join those, and in this case, because the second track is selected, it wants to join it to itself, so I'm going to pick the first track, then join it. There's another way to do that. I undid that. If you pick the tracks that you want to join, then right click and choose join the selected tracks. You can do that with multiple tracks. After you've cleaned up the tracks as much as you need to, the next thing to do is to export those. And the file format that we're going to use to export those is a GPX file, which is a universally accepted format and one that you need for OpenStreetMap. So now that we're saving it, we can give it some kind of name besides active log finally. I'm going to show you how to do one other thing, and if you maybe need to split a track, maybe it's two tracks and you only want to export one, there's a little tool that looks like a scissors. The track has to be selected before you can split it, so I'm going to select it, then split it. In this case it's a road that I don't want, and you just pick it and delete it and export what's left as a GPX file. One thing you might want to know is that the files on your GPS unit are still there. You're working with a copy on your local machine, so if you want to do that again and export out something else, you can. Well, that's it for part one. The next step is to upload those files to OpenStreetMap. Hopefully you feel empowered enough to maybe give that a shot.